you build something, whether it's for study or in general, it has to be solid, it has to be strong, it has to be good. If it's not made in the right way, it will break apart, especially in a tropical climate. It will break in any time, and it will destroy the confidence of the inhabitants of the houses. And it might also, if it's a study, it will influence the study and impact the result. So whatever we do, it has to be well constructed. We learned this in another study in the Gambia, where we were looking at ways to improve housing, also in order to combat malaria. And we faced a problem of quite poor craftsmanship. We made some interventions. We tried to improve doors and windows and other things. And what we could see was that after a very short while, our doors and windows started to break up. They were simply not well constructed, and in the end we couldn't demonstrate any effect of this intervention. It was probably because it was poorly made from the start. But what we did was that we then tried to think about it, and we thought, can we make better doors, can we make better windows? And we made a second study, and we tried to make improved building components like doors and windows, and we tested that again. And I think this is also what it's important in this line of work, is that you work iterative, that you try to think about what you have done, and if you fail, you try once more and see if you can improve and actually use the first results in order to learn from it, even though you failed in the first time. So we have built 110 star homes now, and they are meant for study, but of course the houses will stay there for many years after we've gone. So it's important that they are constructed in a way so they are strong, they will last, they will still protect the inhabitants after a long time. We have used the tools of architecture to ensure this quality. We have had 2 architects following the construction of all the houses. They have gone around to all the sites, measuring the quality, controlling everything again and again and again. In order to do this, we have broken down the construction in phases, in work packages, which are manageable. So the contractor have had to report back on each phase, and it would be approved or it would be disqualified according to the quality. We have used quite advanced digital tools to follow this process. We've used a tool called Kobo Toolbox. We have taken photos, we have kept records all the times. So we can also go back in time if we find that there's a problem to a specific house. We can go back and see, was this a problem already during the construction phase or did it come later? So we are keeping a close record of all the phases of the construction. We have done this because it's a research project, but actually it also makes sense to do this in general in construction, because it becomes a way of just assuring that the quality is high and consistent. Every time we had to do a construction for the first time, like casting the first foundation, we would monitor this very carefully, and we would go over it again and again with the contractor, so we knew that the way we would do it would be really perfect. If you want to improve your design, you have to go back and ask people after some time again and see how the house is actually used, if it's durable, if people like it, what are the problems, what are the advantages. So we have done this again and again. We have been going back to the design, to the buildings we've done before, interviewing people, asking how they're doing, and this is the way to learn from your past.